Hi, my name is Vicky and I'm a speech and language therapist, and today we're going to have a little chat about readiness for online learning, and we're going to suggest some tips and tricks that mean that you can make some really small changes but potentially have a really big impact. And today with me I have Mikaela, who is an occupational therapist, and she will be talking to us about occupational therapy related tips like posture, movement breaks, and other things that we can do to make online learning a bit easier. So another tip that we often talk about, and I have discussed with some families that I work with, is making sure that the children understand what they're about to do. So oftentimes I think, there's a lot to cope with. So I think adults are often herding children into the next activity and the next activity and, controlling all the Zoom meetings. And obviously children do need help with that. But I think a little bit of slowing down and preparing the child for their day, especially if they have a full day of online learning, schooling, changes, therapy sessions, stuff like that. It's often really helpful to just give the child a visual timetable of their day to show them, all right, here we're going to have breakfast, and then after that we're going to get ready for school, and then we're going to sit down and your first lesson is with X teacher. And if the child is old enough to understand, it's often also helpful to tell them, if you know, what the structure of the lesson is going to be. So if you know that the child is incredibly sort of anxious about talking in a classroom or answering questions, then you might be able to sort of introduce them to the fact that, okay, so you're going to be doing homeroom with your class teacher, and your class teacher is going to call out your name. And when she says your name, you can just raise your hand and wave, or you can just say here, and preparing the child like that, giving them steps, often makes them feel better and then more confident when they actually approach the learning lesson. So we always do recommend that for children to know as much as possible what they're going to do with the day, and then being able to check things off after they've done them. If you've written a visual timetable, just writing or drawing on a piece of paper will work, and then cutting them off or crossing them off on that piece of paper gives them that sense of achievement, and also gives them a sense of time. I'm almost done with my day, or oh, it's almost time for lunch, or it's time for a break. So I think that's really important.
Now, how satisfying! How satisfying it is to be able to tick things off as an adult.
Exactly.
Same goes for a child to be able to tick off. Oh, maths is done. English is done.
Yeah.
So absolutely, highly recommend that one. And it can be, broken down for the whole day, or you can break it down to the little lessons that they have to go through. So it's very much something you can easily tailor to suit your child as well.
Yeah, definitely. That's agreed on that one.